Overpaying for anything sucks, especially socks, so why pay $45 for a single pair of grip socks when you can spend less than half? Pure Grip Socks Pro feature our best materials for optimal fit, moisture wicking, and performance at a fair price, just $16.99 a pair at puregripsocks.com.
A great signature colorway doesn't just look good, but it also should tell a meaningful story, and I think these do both. Ladies and gentlemen, the route to success, Raheem Sterling New Balance Furon V7 Pro, quite possibly the craziest looking signature colorway of 2022, and one with a really cool story. Not to mention some really awesome boots, and in my opinion, one of the best speed options of 2022, and unlike most signature colorways that have a premium on the retail price, these retail for the same $225 as a regular colorway, but can be had for less by way of some exclusive SR4U coupon codes by checking out the first link down below. Now, why do these look the way they do? Because without any context whatsoever, you're probably looking at these football boots and you either love them or hate them. I don't think there's any in between, but the design is, needless to say, pretty wild. It's actually inspired by the 80s themed blue wool seats that you'd find on the red double-decker buses to travel around London. Something that Raheem Sterling did quite frequently with his 17-year-old sister 5 times a week, departing for training at 3:15 and coming back home by around 11 p.m. at night. And if you do the math on that, assuming that training was roughly 2 hours, that would mean that they were spending 6 hours a day on a bus 5 days a week just to train. Obviously it all worked out for him, but what a cool story to tell in a pair of football boots. Aside from the crazy 80s inspired graphics and the really bright blue base that you have on this upper, you're also going to find the name of the colorway, Route to Success, on the back, along with the Raheem Sterling logo in pink. But perhaps the coolest detail is actually the route that he took with his sister on the bus 5 days a week, pictured here on the insole. They're definitely not a pair of boots you'd want to wear to Sunday League, and the graphics and art style, even the colors they've chosen, kind of remind me of the Nickelodeon cartoon The Rugrats, for those that remember that show. But overall, I love the storytelling that they've done here, and the final product, as cartoonish and borderline childish as it looks, I think the story actually elevates this colorway quite significantly. The question is, would you wear them yourself? And maybe this just isn't the colorway for you, but trust me when I say that the New Balance Furon V7 Pro this year, if you're on the market for a pair of speed boots, should be on your short list of considerations. I've talked about them quite a bit on the channel recently, so I'm not going to go over all the details again, but if you are looking for more information on what the Furon V7 Pro is all about, currently the lightest speed boot on the market, I'll leave a little pop-up on screen to my full detailed review where I cover absolutely everything that you need to know if you were at all considering going New Balance for perhaps the first time ever. On feet, the boots look just as crazy and feel absolutely fantastic. I think the achievement that New Balance have here is how they've managed to push the lacing system so far to the outside, which gives you this really clean striking surface across the top of the foot, which feels great for controlling the ball. It feels great for shooting. It almost gives the football boot somewhat of a laceless feel on feet, but because you still maintain a lacing system, there's adjustability, there's better lockdown. In general, they feel like top-end speed boots, which is not always the case with laceless designs. They tend to be a little bit sloppy and certainly lacking in terms of lockdown. Not the case here. They've nailed the shape in terms of how the upper wraps your foot, and while this colorway is only available in regular fit, they do also make this in a wide fit variation if you go for a different colorway, which no other brand is doing, especially when it comes to top-end speed boots. The Hypo Knit upper is thin, flexible, really soft against your feet. That elasticated knit material wrapping across the top of your foot feels extremely comfortable as well. Heel lockdown is fantastic, and the sole plate tooling that carries over from the previous generation still feels fantastic. From a width perspective, I think the regular fit variation is going to be suitable for most people, but again, if you have really wide feet, they do have that wide fit option. And as far as sizing is concerned, I'm wearing these in my usual size 9.5 US, and the fit and the length is perfect. So if you are looking to order a pair for yourself, I would strongly recommend going true to size in order to achieve the best possible fit.